Hey, welcome back to Banished It Out. I am George McNamara. A couple of quick, simple questions for you, because I've dealt with this myself and have had major changes over the last few years. But these are some of the questions that I had to seriously consider and answer. So the first one is, do you believe that if you make a mistake, somebody will judge you? Do you believe that? Do you believe that in order to be successful, you have to struggle too much, sacrifice too much? You have to sacrifice your freedom. You have to live in haste. Were you raised with that type of in that type of an environment where that's successful meant struggle, meant hustle, meant grind, meant burning the midnight oil? See all the words we use. That was a slow, passive programming. So we're going to drip, 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 right? This is how we've been conditioned to believe that, oh, if you have a certain car, you live in a certain neighborhood, oh, you're successful. That person's successful. But do you believe that? You work your fingers to the bone, you have to break your back, right? Just think of if you're a certain age, think of the music, right? Breaking our back every day. That plays on your mind, does it not, right? This is a programming that goes on. That did you hear things such as, so I know I heard this, your parents work so hard, your dad and your mom, where they work so hard to provide a nice roof over your head, right? This is how you learned what success was? Were you taunted in school? Did people look at you and, you made a mistake, right? What kind of image? If you make a mistake, people are going to judge you. And I know this to be true because if I were to take this right here and point it in front of pretty much anybody, but and say, here, I'm going to take a photo, pretty much not a person would say, not a person would say, okay, sure, hey, smile. You know, I'm going to take this photo, but now I'm going to push it onto social media, right? People think, oh my God, no, I got to fix my hair and whatever. So, anyway, a couple of questions to ask. But these questions are not designed to make you feel guilty. Okay? Rather, they're here to help you start naming the old voices that have been speaking through you, that have been speaking through you every day. Because the saddest part isn't that you don't have, the saddest part is not that you don't have what you want yet. The saddest part is that you're living as if you're somebody else. That's the saddest part. You act out scripts that you didn't write. You respond through patterns inherited from society, from parents, from education, and of course from past wounds. How many of you watching, were in love once, let's say high school or whatever after that, and then they cheated on you or you broke up, right? And from that point on, you went into a relationship going, well, hold on now. Why don't you show your cards first and then I'll show you mine? And I really don't want to show you too much. And I'm going to be a little guarded and I don't know, right? Versus going, yeah, sure, here I am. This is me. Take it or leave it. This is who I am. I have all my cards, laying them on the table. This is who I am. I'm not holding anything back. If you're with me to this point and any of this is resonating with you, it's because it's touching points inside of yourself that are like those old wounds. Just like a little salt being placed there. And if you're reacting and you're looking for something else, you're saying no, and you're with me now, it's almost 6 minutes in. Go to my channel, click on Coach Geo, the link. I'm offering you some coaching. I'd like to work with you one-on-one if you would like. And we'll talk about these things. Just have a conversation. And we'll work together on resolving and taking different approach from this point forward. Different things we can incorporate into our daily habits, creating new habits, creating new disciplines, creating boundaries. That's a big one. Creating boundaries, time blocking our time, understanding, embracing that it's our time, that we hold that to be sacrosanct, that I'm not just going to give this away to anybody. See, because once you start doing this, once you start identifying and speaking like that, you're healing. When you start saying, you start walking a certain way and feeling a certain way as you walk, you're healing. Your self-image. See, success is not about any of the stuff I talked about earlier, the house, the car, the mate, whatever the relationship. Has nothing to do with any of that. The bank account has nothing to do with any of that. The seed that germinates as a beautiful rose is the self-image. We change that, and then everything, that's the root that takes hold. And then from there, everything starts to germinate and then eventually blossom. But the deeper that root, the more formidable your self-image is. The more you say, no, I am who I am. I don't just give myself away to anybody or anything. And I take my time, my day seriously. I am disciplined. I am responsible. I have the greatest love with this person first. The more we talk that way, the deeper that root goes. And just like the tree, the deeper that root, right? The stronger the tree. The deeper the root, okay? The brighter the fruit. The first has to be the root. The deeper that is, the stronger the body is, the mind is. And that's when the fruit is more noticeable. Not to anybody else, although people will notice it. Because the more noticeable that is more a reflection of how deep that is. And the deeper this is, the more noticeable this is, the more people, the different types of people and opportunities then are attracted to this, because this is all energy. All this is energy. And the brighter that is, the more it illuminates, and you start to see things that are always there. They're there now. but you can't see them because the root's not deep enough, it's too shallow. And when the root is too shallow, this previous page, right? When you make a mistake and somebody you think judges you, it knocks that right over. Thank you for watching. If you'd like, just go to the channel, click on that link, and I'd be honored to work with you. Have a great day.